Giant Alfini goes in, 27 lined across Newmarket Heath. Jump away, Alfini last in, just about the last out as well as they race away. Shamrock City on the extreme left of the picture. Right up with the pace in these early stages is Primo Valentino in the red sleeve jacket, and Pat Hedry going great guns. The white cap zoning close up. Giants Causeway, Fat also in the firing line. Shamrock City on the far side. Broach chases them up with French Fellow and Cape Town. Then back to Bernstein and Scartine. Fox Distant Music is well covered up in the main ruck of the field. Right there on the stand side, you missed him just about in front on the stand side, with close-up Manamu Bay as well. Fat is still there in behind the Millennium Moonbeam with a white face as they head down to the final half mile. Halfway in the Sagitta 2000 Guineas. Primo Valentino edging all the way to bag this stands rail and leads by about a length to second zoning. Cape Town driven. French Fellow, the green sleeve jacket. Then out wider is Scartine Fox. In behind these is You Missed Him with a bit of a run. Back then to Distant Music improving. They went through the first half in over 48 seconds. A bit slow by Guineas standards. Up front could be the place to be. Primo Valentino. Giants Causeway now thrusting. In between them is Zoning. Giants Causeway challenging Primo Valentino. Then Zoning running on his summoner. Barathea Guest also from the rear coming with a wet sail, and King's Best now in the sheepskin noseband. King's Best comes to take Giants Causeway, and King's Best, Kieran Fallon's got it right today. King's Best scoops away to win the Guineas easily in the end. Giants Causeway second, Barathea Guest. Oh, a bunch for the miners. Thompson Bolter in there with You Missed Him and Distant Music, and trading right back. Bernstein was last to complete, and sadly an injured horse out on the track, Alfini. King's Best covered up in this Sagitta 2000 Guineas by the champion jockey, wearing a noseband today. He was reasonably restrained on the way to post, but there was no holding him inside the final furlong. The 13-2 winner of this first classic, and a fourth 2000 Guineas victory for his trainer Sir Michael Stout after Shadid, Doyoun and Entrepreneur. The colours of Saeed Suhail, Kieran Fallon in the saddle, and he's ridden a masterful race here. Needed a bit of luck in running, came through strongly to grab Giants Causeway, the favourite and the main hope of Aidan O'Brien's team. Giants Causeway swamped for speed in the final furlong by this King's Best, swooping down the outside to win it, going away by, I would say, 3 lengths in the end. Giants Causeway unable to quicken up in second, back in third. There's a big run from Barathea Guest. He was staying on strongly. He did George Margerson proud on ground that would have been too quick for him. But King's Best has really shown his class today. The winner of this year's first classic.
King's Best, by far the best backed horse in the last week or so, is returned. The 13-2 clear third favourite, touched 8-1 on the course. Ladbrokes The Magic Sign helped to close it down, and Hills and Corals were going 8-1 this morning. That King's Best. The runner-up, Giants Causeway, sent off the 7-2 favourite. Barathea Guest was third, a 12-1 chance, and a colossal result for those bookmakers who paid 4 places. The bottom creature, Zoning, is fourth at 50-1. They can hardly have laid it, so those bookmakers who didn't pay first 4 places, didn't take so much money each way, they're regretting that. But King's Best gives Kieran Fallon a 445-1 treble for the champion jockey after Midnight Arrow and National Anthem. And King's Best, who was runner-up in the Craven Stakes, but don't forget me in 87, Toagori Moo in 81. You can then go back to Bolkonsky in 75 and Ellen Gowan in 1923 and Pommern in 1915. Runners-up in the Craven Stakes go one better to win the 2000 Guineas. That gives Michael Stout his 4th 2000 Guineas after Entrepreneur, and then Doyoun in the 80s along with Shadid. 13-2, Kieran Fallon on a roll. Bookmakers, they will have laid lots of doubles and trebles. The champion jockey, 445-1, that treble, and King's Best is in the Vodafone Derby, for which before the race he was double carpet, 33-1 for the Derby.
A really special performance from this horse. Got himself awash with sweat beforehand. didn't bother him one iota, and given a perfect ride by Kieran Fallon. I think he'd be giving Pat Edry a bit of a drink later on for taking them along on a good gallop on Primo Valentino. Didn't get the best of runs, just had a little bit of a knock there at one stage. Looked like it with Fast, just beginning to hang. Following Barathea gets through. Just look at the speed this horse shows. They've got a really good gallop. Giant's Causeway just about takes it up. Mike Titan's owning up a little bit on his side, but when he comes through, he looks all class, this horse, and quickened up well. I shouldn't think there's any doubt about him staying on, would you?
Well, he's plenty of stamina on the dam side of his pedigree, but he's got speed too, and he's put it all together today. And you have to hand it to Michael Stout. He's tried something different noseband. Kieran Fallon's delivered him later, and there must have been a worry after his performance last time, but he's fulfilled the immense potential he showed here as a young horse last summer.
Wouldn't surprise me if we don't see him out again now until the Derby. They must have been much happier with the way that he settled in this race. Got beaten the neck last year by Enrique Kieran. Every chance with Petrushka tomorrow, but for today, that must have given a real thrill for that horse. He went past those like he just jumped in at the 2 furlong mark.
Well, John mentioned the Derby. He's in the Derby. 3 of the first 4 are actually in the Derby. Whether he's a true mile-and-a-half colt is, I suppose, debatable given his speed, but there's no doubt on pedigree he's a good chance of staying, despite the fact that his sire was a miler, because he's already sired the art runner-up El Conda Passer, and the Dam Allegretta was also trained by Sir Michael Stout.
Well done,